John Hickok here. We're going to do a chapter 2 with the Daniel Defense M4 A1 SOCOM. It's a really nice rifle. Dad's had this for a long time. This is one that we got from the gun parlor. I don't know if you guys remember in some of the older videos we talked about that. This is one that those guys in Worcester, is that how you say it? Worcester, Massachusetts, sent us this gun, which you know, we do accept guns from gun shops, but we don't take them from manufacturers anymore. And we've only taken a handful of that. So yeah, that's where this rifle came from, and it's a nice one. Daniel Defense is one of those companies that, you know, some people will say they're overpriced for what they are, maybe, but they have a great reputation. They're very solid. They hold their value well because they have a good reputation, and you know, that's kind of what you get with a good quality name brand AR. You might pay a little more, of course, than you would on a build, but it's easier to you know, to resell. Basically, is one of the advantages. And you know, they make a lot of their own stuff, and it's just a pretty nice rifle. But it's a chapter 2. We're going to shoot it mostly, but I'm sure I'll think of a few things to tell you about it while we're doing it. I'm going to start out shooting these plates right here. I'm going to see how fast I can go across these small plates. And I think I just gave Dad a heart attack. That was I'm just trolling Dad there. I don't think he was even paying attention. Okay, let's try the red plate, since that's kind of one of the things that we can shoot with a rifle. Because as we've explained in other videos, these closer targets, while of course it's not even safe, even if some of them were armor plate, to shoot that close with a high-powered rifle, you know, we don't like to mess them up and everything, so we just shoot the red plates over there. And you know, we could shoot the gong since it's AR 500, but you know, I don't want to wear out the old gong too much either. So, okay. I'll start on the one on the left, on the top left. All right, let's try the one on the right. Let's try the ones in the middle. It's a little target swing set there. All right, nice, sweet shooter. We'll crank them out pretty fast too. I believe it has, I can't remember now what kind of trigger Dad put in this thing. So I won't tell you what kind of trigger it has in it. But before we get started, Daniel Defense M4 A1. There's several things that I like about this gun. One thing that's kind of cool, it says M4 on the rifle. So when those people like to get all funny about calling a AR-15 an M4, it's like, nope, it's right there. It's an M4. It says it. It's not inaccurate. People get funny about that sometimes because, of course, the M4 is kind of a military designation, and typically it means a 14-inch barrel that's full auto capable. And this one is not, because it is an AR-15. It's a civilian rifle. But again, with gun terms, you know, I'm one of those people that I'm pretty lenient on that for most of them, because, you know, we use slang in, you know, everyday life about lots of different things, and sometimes with guns people are more picky about what slang they approve of or what they don't approve of. But this one does have the 14.5-inch barrel with a pinned flash hider on it that brings it out to 16 per the regulations, you know, that keep us safe, right? You know, we can't have any short barrel rifles. Those are too dangerous. But one thing that's cool though about this particular gun is you can actually get this in a pistol format where you have, I'm not sure exactly how long the barrel is, you know, 10 or 11 inches, something like that. And the SIG braces, or the what's the generic term for them? The whatever, just the support braces that you guys are aware of. That SB Tactical, it makes a lot of them. There's some others. There's like the Blade one and a few different ones. But those things have gotten really good these days. They're getting better all the time. So it kind of gives you the ability to have something, you know, close to like an SBR, and so they do. Daniel Defense does make a pistol version of this. So just so you guys know. But it's a pretty neat rifle. Like I was saying, Daniel Defense, again, they're you know, maybe not the best, and maybe they're kind of expensive for what they are to a certain extent, but you know, they're kind of a trusted name brand. They're sort of like, I've used Daniel Defense as kind of what like Bushmaster and Colt used to be. Probably, I mean, even better than that, but we don't have a lot of just standard, you know, trusted AR brands like we used to back in the day. There's so many different people making ARs, so there's a lot of weeds to sort through to figure out what kind that you want if you're not a real AR guy, you know, aficionado that studies all of them. So the cool thing about Daniel Defense is one of those brands where, you know, if you get one of those, it's probably going to be a decent rifle and very close to military grade, or exactly, you know, up to military spec. So pretty nice rifle. You do sort of have the old school deal with the quad rail. It's amazing how fast all that stuff evolved very quickly. People kind of went away from the quad rail, and you had the key mod systems, and then now M-LOK is sort of taking over. So this one's kind of old school in that regard. But you know, I was all about the slimmer rails, you know, first when they came out. But you know, a few times since then, when Dad's brought this thing out, I know it's not a big deal. You know, it's big. I've got big hands, of course, but you know, it's not bad. I mean, it's kind of nice where you can just mount anything on there really easily, and you don't have to attach little pieces of rail and stuff. But it's not bad. It's not bad having that on there. Of course, Dad's got this streamlight attached on here, which is pretty cool. You can actually see it kind of in the daylight. Look at that post right there. Kind of see it on the 2-liter. The only thing I don't like about it is it kind of forces you to do that tactical grip, you know, the thumb over bore or whatever it's called, which is always felt like was sort of the wallet chain tribal tattoo of gun grips. But and it does kind of obstruct your red dot if you don't have it mounted very high. But it's a nice little light. If this were my rifle, I'd probably move it somewhere over here on the side or something. But all right, let's load it up again, shoot some more. Now this is a rifle that you would have expected to be in a lot of video games, because it's sort of a, you know, a standard, and especially where one of the deal with this, I think the military designation for this is the Mark 18, and kind of the deal with this rifle is that it's easy to attach a grenade launcher, which of course is really important, without any special tools or anything like that. So you would expect this gun to be in a lot of video games, but I did some searching around, and all I could find was Medal of Honor Warfighter or something like that, which Medal of Honor used to be like the game back in the day, but now it's, you know, Call of Duty and Battlefield. But maybe it's in those too, but I didn't see it. Did not see it when I was looking around. Okay, let's take out some of these 2-liters. Let's see. Let's get this Purex bottle. All right, I'm going to put the strobe on this blue one right here when I shoot it. See if it does anything. Yeah, not really. I think it sped up the velocity of the bullet, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's put a few on the target. So, gives you some idea on that. Let's smoke a pot. 2 pots. All right. These are fun. You know, I grew up shooting these things. You know, Dad was one of the early people to. I mean, a lot of people had them, but you know, back in the mid '80s. Not a lot of people had AR-15s and stuff like that, so I'll say Dad was probably one of the early people to have a rifle like that. You know, being born in the late '80s, I grew up shooting one and everything, so shooting an AR-15 is definitely like home for me. You know, they're really sweet rifles. What else was I going to tell you about this thing? You got of course the crowd barrel. It gets pretty hot. That's one thing. I would probably put like a vertical grip on it or something like that. It's already starting to get pretty hot from shooting it fast. And red dots, I'm kind of coming around to them. I used to not like them at all when I first started using them because my eyes have a little bit of trouble seeing them. But for some reason, this one doesn't bother me too bad. I guess because the dot is so small, I can still see it pretty clearly. So it's not too bad. Another mag in. All right, let's go back over there, shoot some of the red plates. Smoky. All right, try the one on the right. All right, let's go ahead and shoot this watermelon right here. A few rounds left. Didn't blow it up too good. Do the bowling pin. All right, one mag left. All right, I'm gonna take out that 2-liter and then I'm gonna dump the rest of them in the barrel. Oh, this thing's hot. It's gonna burn the hide off of this this thing. But yeah, that's one of the disadvantages of just having a bare, you know, metal rail. It gets super hot. As you saw, I was having to hold it down here. But yeah, it's a pretty nice rifle. Just mostly wanted to just shoot it a bunch, you know. You guys can go check out the original video on this thing. We've got a few different videos on it. Want to get some more information on it, you know, stuff like that. But pretty nice setup. I like it. Like I said, this light, you know, I'd probably move it over there, but it's, you know, it works pretty well. Easy to look at that. I can barely even touch that. It's so hot. You know, nice trigger. I'll get Dad to post something in the description or the comments below or something about what kind of trigger it is. I'm gonna guess it's a Geisley, but I'm not sure. Can't remember. But anyways, I appreciate you guys checking out the video. I'll see you next time. Oh, hey, I didn't realize the video was still going. Well, since you guys are still here, I guess I'll tell you about our friends over at SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute. You can check them out at sdi.edu. Definitely check them out if you're interested in getting a certification in gunsmithing or an associate's degree in firearms technology. They are a fully accredited online distance learning program, so check them out at sdi.edu. And also, don't forget to check out our friends over at vaultechsafe.com. You've seen their safes on our shooting table. They make some really cool pistol safes and lots of other things, so go check them out at their website. And then while you're on your computer, if you've got the internet, which I assume you do if you're looking at these other websites, maybe go and check out some of our other stuff like hickok45.com. And also you can go to, well, I guess this would be on your phone. You can go to any of this on your phone. You can go to Instagram, The Real Hickok 45 at Instagram, on Instagram, and then there's also Hickok 45 on Twitter. There's Hickok 45 on Facebook, There's also the Hickok 45 and Son Facebook and YouTube channel, and then John_Hickok 45 on Instagram. And there's full30.com. We're everywhere. We are all over the place on the internet. You've got no excuse for not looking at some of our stuff on the internet. And just kidding. There's actually lots of really good excuses for that. And we also have a Patreon now. Some of you guys are interested in supporting us on Patreon. So we finally set that up. So you can find us over there, just Hickok 45 over on Patreon. And man, I guess that's all I had to say. And I really gotta take off here. And I brought this car because I need to get somewhere really fast. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll let you guys get back to whatever you were doing. And I'll see you later. Appreciate it. All right, get the right keys here. Hopefully it starts. It might not. Oh.